is Danielle Reis, and for the next few minutes, I will be explaining one of the fundamentals for singing with a group, which I believe is harmony. Just for a bit of background on me and why I'm talking to you about harmony, I've been a part of choirs and different singing groups since the time I was like 8, so that's like the last 10 years basically. During that time, I've sang in various ensembles, including the CCSD Honor Choir, the Nevada All-State, which are two of the more prestigious groups a high school choir student can be in the state of Nevada. During high school, I was also a member of my school's a cappella group. I started a female barbershop quartet. I was the choir board president, the alto section leader, and then once I got to college, I did the CSN Jazz Singers and then the chamber chorale. I studied music theory for a year, where I learned about writing and identifying types of harmony and counterpoint. I'm planning to just share a bit of what I know and then explain an easy way that a beginner can get started with harmonizing. So our main goals for today are to define harmony and what it does for us, talk about the best intervals to harmonize on, and then work on applying what we've learned in a short song at the end. So to get into it, harmony is when two or more notes are played at the same time to create chords that then build into chord progressions. So like this is a harmony, because we're playing more than one note at a time. And then harmony can be either consonant or dissonant. A consonant harmony is one that just sounds super pleasing to the ear. It's notes that just sound like they should go together, like the ones that I just played. It didn't clash or anything. It's just nice, kind of soothing. A dissonant harmony occurs when the two notes clash. They sound pretty bad together. So like these two, that doesn't sound good. Or like this, also doesn't sound great. And then those kinds of harmonies, they often they are begging to be resolved, just so that it resolves to the nice sound that we all want. So then we are going to move into talking about intervals, because I think intervals are one of the building blocks of harmony. So an interval is the space between two musical notes. It's easier to kind of visualize on a staff, but we'll do that in a later video. For intervals, they can be major, which would be like this. They can be minor, which has a darker quality to it, like that. They can be diminished, which my teacher liked to call the bank robber chord, because it sounds like something crazy is kind of going on. Augmented, which is like, it's a major chord and then you make it sharp for whatever reason. And the last two sound kind of wonky to me, but they are official intervals, official chords. So then the different types of intervals, you can have a melodic interval, which is when you play the notes one at a time so that they're creating a melody together. So that's like a little melody we could use. And then they can be harmonic, which is when you play two notes at the same time so that they're creating a harmony together, like this. Those ones are harmonic intervals. And then the most basic type of intervals that I would use for harmonizing is a major third or then a minor third. So a major third is this one, a minor third is this one, which depending on the chord, it decides what kind of third you're using. And then all major chords are based on a major third and then a minor third kind of stacked on top of it. And it creates the nice sound that we all like to hear when we listen to music. And then for the sake of ease, as we get into our example we're going to try harmonizing to, we're just going to stick to C major because it's just all white keys if you're looking at a piano. The chords are easier to remember, just nice and easy for beginners. So we'll be going through just the basic notes in their most pure quality, no sharps, no flats. So if you've heard the Sound of Music song with the do-a-deer, that's the scale we're basing our stuff off of. So when you're harmonizing, the melody would become do, and then what you're singing as the harmony would become mi. So you kind of work your way up through the scale to get to that point. But as I start harmonizing, I'm going to invite up Vicky so she can sing with us, just because it's easier to harmonize with a partner. So if we could say hi to Vicky as she makes her way up, make her comfortable.
Hi, Vicky.
Hi, Vicky. Thank you, everyone. So for this, we're going to do Lean On Me, the 1972 song by Still Bill. I'm sure we all know it. It's the one that goes, sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow. just going to stop there for the sake of time, and because it's a pretty repetitive song. So if you get this down and you feel like going further, you totally can. So Vicky's going to stay on the melody, which was this one. And then this song uses a pattern, so we'll just kind of find the pattern and stick with whatever Vicky's doing, because it's just walking up and down by step, which is super easy if you're singing. And then we're trying to find mi, because that's the note we want. So this is do, do, and then we're working our way up to mi, and that's going to be our starting note. So do, re, mi, and then this is where we're starting, and then we move up and down by step with her. So we're just going to kind of go through the song super slow, so you can kind of get the hang of it with us. So sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow, and then that's where we'll stop for our harmonizing today. I'm hoping that at that point it clears up any confusion you kind of have with harmonizing. It's really a game of trial and error. I would recommend practicing in your car. That's how I did it a lot when I was in middle school, and then I still do it today because now I just love doing it. But you just try stuff out. If it sounds weird, just don't sing that harmony again. That's what I like to say. And just keep trying and practicing out new things, because the more you do it, the better you'll get. I'm hoping that we cleared up any confusions you might have, and that you'll just go out and keep harmonizing. Thank you.